Who is up with me? My West Coast clients are up with me this late. Man, I've been sitting over here laughing like crazy. Oh my God. Y'all have no idea how it feels to be involved with a person that is a total fraud, you know? When you start to think about it, when a person is doing obvious stuff in your face and doing crazy stuff, like honestly, God only knows what else this person is hiding. And I'm going to say what I want to say. I don't care about your threats. I'm going to tell you something. I didn't even see this post at first on this person's Facebook page. The reason why I want to talk about this is because, you know, we all know that I don't think I wasted 3 years of my life. I don't really think that I did. I think that it's called divine timing. But I'm sorry, I'm not gonna buy my own wedding ring. My man is gonna buy my ring. Like I'm gonna tell you something. There are a couple of lame men in social media that deserve to go to jail just for the stuff that they've done. Okay, the threats and all of that. It's totally unreal. It's like it's so real. It's so unreal that like when you look at them, it's like, are you freaking kidding me? Girl, bye. You got some bum sitting around your house for 10 years. You give him money so that he can buy you a ring. Like and is somebody supposed to be jealous of this? Like my auntie Regina, she's both my aunt Regina and my grandma are rolling over in their grave laughing. Like I could like are we done now? Are we really done with this debacle? Seriously. Oh my God. I wish this man would just move out of Georgia. I wish he would just leave Georgia. Like, uh, the worst mistake of my life was to hook up with somebody from that black sector. Disgusting. Ugh. When I see the stuff that he's up to, it's like, really, really, you bought that ring? You didn't buy that ring for her. She bought that ring for herself. It doesn't count. The last time I had a ring on my finger, which, what does that even mean? Who cares? But the last time I had a ring on my finger, he bought it for me. He bought it with his money. I didn't have to buy my ring myself. I'm telling you, these people are jokes. And you get to the point where you just want people to leave your life. And the crazy part about it is that this man is upset. We're not talking about the stalker, we're talking about the other crazy person. He is obsessed with trying to showboat and show me up and try to embarrass me publicly. And when I try to say something in response, I can't say nothing. He's trying to silence me by threatening me. Just a disgusting natured man. And at the same time, I'm sitting here watching this movie called Trafficked. And, you know, just looking at this movie makes me absolutely disgusted, with how men can actually be. My intuition tells me a lot about certain people who do certain things. You know what I'm saying? And like, it would be different if he didn't come over to my house that night recording something, trying to embarrass me publicly. It would be different if he never did any of those things and he just kind of faded away in the night. But this man, for some reason, and it's like, dude, like, you're never going to see me again. You realize that you're never going to see me again. He's bipolar. Bipolar people have a tendency to do things that they shouldn't do to people because they go on these manic highs, right? So during his manic high, it was all about trying to degrade me when in reality, when in reality, you are so out of touch with everything. Like, I'm talking about my ex at this point. This man is so touched and out of touch at the same time. I ain't never seen nothing like it before in my life. And I don't think he actually knows what is going on. Like, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I got real shit to deal with, as far as with my, my business and what I'm handling when it comes to my clients. I'm not even going to light one black candle on this fool. Trust and believe that you're going to get your karma. First of all, um, you are so fake. My ex is so fake. It's ridiculous. And when he comes down off of his manic high, he always realizes what he lost. But this time, he lost me forever. Like, I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, I'm sorry, you're just way too fake for me. Like, first of all, okay, let's keep it a buck. You're a freaking felon. You're broke. You're dusty. You like, this is the reason why they tell us not to hook up with dusties. This is the reason why. I believe it now because they don't have the capability to do anything correct. First of all, you're a felon who was in that sector doing videos begging for donations. Now you done sold this house. Now all of a sudden, like he tries to put that all off on me. Dude, you realize that you're going to be broke within a year. You realize that you have absolutely no life skills whatsoever to survive. You realize that once you're done spending up your money, you're going to be back broke in that sector, looking like Brokeback Mountain, looking ridiculous. Like, and, I think personally, like, this person is so messed up. Like, like, the thought of this man makes me want to throw up, literally at this point, because I have had it up to here. First of all, you didn't buy that chick that ring anyway. So why is she flaunting it? She don't have a man that can actually afford to buy her that ring. And it ain't even about having a man that can afford it. Like, it's not about that. It really isn't. It's not about the money. It's about the content of this person's character. I dare you to do anything else because I am headed to the courthouse. to file charges against you. That's just straight up and down. Part of the reason is because this person is very diabolical, wants control, tried to threaten me yesterday. It's like you're unreal. It's like you're a cartoon character. You're not even a real person. It's so bizarre. I can't wait until there's time and distance between me and this person. And so at this point, here's what I'm gonna do to my ex. I'm gonna run him up out of Georgia. Go and move somewhere else, you complete idiotic imbecile. Go somewhere else. Ever since I moved to Georgia, this fake, fraudulent, psychotic man has been stalking me. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna meet up with you. So I meet up with him. And shortly after that, he does all kind of stupid stuff in social media. The latest stupid stuff is beyond stupid. I'm gonna tell y'all something. The hatred that I feel for my ex. I don't even consider him to be an ex anymore because everything he did was fake. He's a fake fraud. But it's just the point, like, you make me want to throw up. I think I probably was the realest thing that he'd ever came across. My ancestors are laughing at you in your face, like right in your face. This is so freaking hilarious. My grandmother and my auntie rolling over in their grave, laughing, uh, ribs hurting. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just sitting up here looking like, and then, like, I talked about old boy earlier. I took that live down, but I want to say this to him. When he came at me like that, um, I don't see him as a man anymore. Like, you're honestly, because he tried to say something and tried to make me feel bad about defending my own honor in social media. I hate my ex so much that I believe that he deserves to die. I'm just keeping it a buck. Mental illness has nothing to do with that. You are a backstabbing piece of dirt. You ain't never been real. You ain't never been a real man. You've always been just a piece of crap. This is what you are. And for some reason, in his little small brain, he believes in his mind that if he goes to this particular group of people and do the same shows, the same YouTube live shows, and he, uh, you know, for somebody to release revenge porn on somebody means that they don't care about themselves. They don't. Stop trying to make it seem like you're valuable or that you value your life. Stop. It's been perpetual trying to make me jealous. Let me ask you a question. Why would I be jealous of a woman that bought a ring for herself? So I'm supposed to be jealous of your weird relationship with this chick. You didn't buy that ring for her. So he's no different than the other one. I mean, how could you, like, as a man, you think that I didn't realize it a long time ago that you're not this man that you tried to portray yourself to be simply because you compared yourself to people that I don't respect as a man. I don't know what dude be thinking. And really, honestly, the black magic that's on this guy has nothing to do with any witch in social media. It has everything to do with his bloodline, his upbringing. He's very, very cursed. I'm sitting up here looking at this man and I'm thinking, you are the dumbest man that I've ever seen in my life. And so for some reason, he thinks that he has control over the situation. Um, he was threatening me last night saying, I'm going to give a video to the trolls. A video of what? A video of you masturbating and your son came upstairs and knocked on the door and asked for a cigarette. I'm upstairs in my room. My son has no idea what's going on. He just comes upstairs randomly, knocks at the door. Hey, mom, can I get a cigarette? Talking about my older son. You're an imbecile. And it may be time to report him to the police. I'm sorry. I have no more care in the world for this man. Like, he has just been so stupid. And this whole thing with this so-called baby mama who I really believe is his cousin or his sister. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I believe this whole thing. I believe he does it simply because somebody else told him to do it. He doesn't have a mind of his own. He doesn't. And I'm just sitting here just like, you know, you do realize that, and so I screenshotted it when he threatened me. Because you're not even supposed to threaten revenge porn on people. And I told him, I said, what are you doing recording me when I'm video chatting with you? Are you nuts? You realize that not once have I ever video chatted with him or anyone else and recorded them? Who does that? And you know what? I'm going to keep it a buck with you. If a man has been in jail before, probably not a man that you can actually trust. Just low down. You give ex-cons, you give felons a bad name. You give people a bad name. Like, you're still a criminal. The fact that you threaten me, and it's like, well, what are you threatening me for? How do you expect for me to react? The last conversation that I'll ever have with this person, they gon' think this, they gon' think that. Who is they? This person is not only bipolar, schizophrenic, schizoaffective, but is also paranoid and delusional. What an evil person. And he don't have no future ahead of him. I can promise you that. He has no future. He acts like a man that's on his last leg. no future ahead of you, none whatsoever. And he it'd be different if he did everything that he did without doing revenge porn. So at some point very soon, it's not going to be tomorrow, it's not going to be next week, but it is going to be when he least suspects it. I am going to be filing charges against him. I have to do that against him and this other dude. Now, my question is, yeah, like that makes me wonder, what kind of criminal activity are you participating in right now? And don't you ever come anywhere near my home again. This is a home of love and peace, not that crap you doing over there. Now, I should have known when he accidentally butt dialed me and you could hear that crazy stuff going on in the background. I still got the video. I still got the audio of his so-called family, his family over there. I don't know what they was doing. It sounded like a bunch of craziness. And what you expect me to be intimidated by you? Like this dude is nuts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And we all know that what he deals with is holes. We all know that's what he deals with is prostitutes. I'm not a prostitute. It's very scary. It is. It's very, very scary. Just a complete fraud. For some reason, he gets angry at me when I come publicly and tell him, what am I supposed to do? You're trying to embarrass me and humiliate me publicly. What else am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to say, oh, he's such a good man and I understand him? Like he gets angry. He got angry because I did a live yesterday. Take that down, or else I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Dude, you're a weirdo. You're actually recording things, like, and I'm like, did you record yourself masturbating and talking dirty too? Who does that at the age of 46? It just, I'm totally disgusted. Totally disgusted by this dude. He's disgusting. Did you think you were going to ruin my life? Try it. Try it again. Try it again, dude. And for some reason in social media, listen, I hate Mike Mills. I despise him. I think that he is a horrible, horrible person. And I don't have to respect him. I don't have to show him respect publicly. What respect has he actually shown me publicly? None whatsoever. These stupid ass tattoos can be removed or altered. Like that's exactly what's getting ready to happen. Disgusting. And you know what? I'm gonna keep Michael. It'll just be a tribute to Saint Michael, the Archangel. So I'll probably just have them put some wings on it and stuff. So we'll change the tattoo. Because if I were to cover it up, if I were to cover it up, it would just be too much. So I'm just gonna put wings on the one. I've got his name tattooed on my right wrist. I'm just gonna put angel wings on the one on my wrist, my lower back, and my ankle. And get out of my face. You're a dummy. All for clout. in social media. But what clout is there? What clout is there? Seriously. Just being real weird all the time. God, what a weirdo. And he tries to front as if he's somebody that somebody should want. I don't want you. I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to get out of this. Like, go. I don't want to ever see dude again. Just somebody that's real fake and a turncoat. He's not even a narcissist. He's just fake. He puts his business out in social media. He makes a complete fool of himself, eh, you know, running around social media, taking videos and all this stupid stuff. You belong in jail. That's where you belong, and that's where you're going to go. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And the fact that you try to use like revenge porn to control somebody, you're disgusting. What a disgusting parasite he is. He's a parasite. And if he would just stop talking about me to people, if he would just stop thinking about me, I would forget about him in a couple of days completely. That it ain't that much unconditional love in the world. When I think back though, somebody like him, um, they're just not used to having somebody really love and care about him. So that's how he's able to take people totally for granted. Um, and it's so stupid. I just wish for him to not exist in my life anymore. And I've done my cord cuttings because I'm sitting up here looking at him like, dude, you're literally the sixth snake that I let in my house that I healed and put back together. And then you tried to bite me. Ridiculous. Running around trying to act like somebody should envy you when a whole girl bought her own ring, hon. You didn't buy that. It's the reality of it. I mean, being that he was being led by women was the first red flag. You allow women to lead you. You're not a man when you're allowing women to lead you like that, to do some of the stuff that he was doing back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that he did when I first ran up on him, the stalking, making videos about me every single day. He acts like none of that even exists. Like you would think that if a person started out doing things like that and they were actually given an opportunity to change the situation into a positive one, you would think that they would behave. You didn't give me a chance, I gave you a chance. I wasn't the one banging and knocking down your door begging for your attention. And he's so closed minded and limited. That's just like when he was in here trolling me yesterday. Talking about you need to hook up with Bobby Norris. Do you realize that there's more people in this world other than the people in that black sector? It's like dealing with a robot. It's like you're not even dealing with a real person, not an actual real person. So, in case anybody was wondering, because it is kind of like ill. And then you got Amos doing stupid stuff, and you got Andy continuously trying to say that I'm with this dude. I'm not with that dude at all. Don't want to be with him. Don't want to ever see him again. Don't miss him at all. And I personally think that he must have done some kind of voodoo on me to even get me to meet up with him in the first place. So the person changed so much, the personality, even though it looks like the person. I kept asking him, I was like, did you die or something? Because you're so different. I just want you to cease to exist. Stop talking about me. Stop checking on what I'm talking about. Don't worry about what I'm talking about. Just move on. In fact, what I would like for him to do is to just move out of Georgia completely. I don't want to be in the same state with this dude. I want my ex, Mike, to move out of Georgia. And I'm going to be doing spell work to push him out, to banish him from Georgia. Sell this house too and go. Sell your house and go. Because I don't know who the fuck you thought you was fucking with. All this stupid, embarrassing, dumb, clownish, cartoonish crap he's been doing in social media. And, like, it, it just is so stupid. I don't wish nothing good to happen for him. I'm sorry. And I can imagine that most of the people that he's dealt with feel the same exact way. The same exact way. You are so messy. You are so ridiculous. Like, when he goes on these highs like this, and when he starts to come down, he realizes, what did I do? You know what you did? You got tested and you failed. I'm sorry, but my name is Karma. As far as you're concerned, I am your God. I am your judgment. You had the one opportunity in your life to make good for all of the fucked up things that you did. You were given an opportunity to get what? Stripes, wings, whatever you want to call them. And the fact that you tried to like misuse me and abuse me was totally disgusting. Most of the people that actually know me in real life know damn well I didn't deserve the stuff that he did. And the reason why I'm speaking about it publicly and he doesn't want me to speak about it publicly is because he doesn't want y'all to know how much of a user and abuser that he is. The problem is that it doesn't hurt me at all. Like, I'm not hurt at all. Like, what I am is very perplexed that somebody can be around me for 3 years and learn absolutely nothing. So, what I've learned out of this experience, it's not about being able to change a man. It's about the fact that some people are incapable of being decent people. And some people are in, and you know, he went around social media talking crazy. Even though he took down all them videos, we know he gonna put up more because he's gonna, like, if I just said, look, I don't want to speak to you ever again, eventually he would creep and crawl back in social media to do stupid stuff. Um, the one opportunity that you had to show a decent person anything, you failed at it. So he went around talking about this money that he gave me. Oh, I was just trying to help a family. He was really upset because his pimp buddy, Bum Dot, told him that he was a trick. This dude owes me half of what he has right now. I've been tallying it up. He owes me a lot of money. You know, you got off scot free with just that. You should have sent me about 40 or $50,000. All the craziness and the embarrassment and the crazy stuff and the stalking on YouTube, the broken promises. You know, when we met up, he said, "Oh, I ain't gonna never do that again." And what he would do, he would go home and he would get drunk and he'd be live. It's been the same excuses. So and so said this to me. Oh, somebody told me that you were a lesbian. He used to come out in social media and literally attack me because somebody told him that I was a lesbian, or somebody said this to him, or somebody said that to him. The times where I've actually try to talk to him and say, listen, you realize that the reason why me and you got into it publicly is because of the things that you were saying to me first. He completely doesn't acknowledge that. He completely doesn't acknowledge it. Every single time I have came, when I would go on my other channels, when we first hooked up, I would come on my main channel and be like, oh God, what's going on? Y'all pray for us, da 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 da. But then when I started striking back at him because of the things that he was saying and the disrespect, he pretends as if he has no idea why, as if I just came out in social media and started going in on him. He listens to people that he claims are his complete enemies more than he listens to me. So, for example, when Dotbot tells him, "Oh, your woman don't respect you, and I keep my women in pocket," and blah 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 blah. Yeah, but I was responding to this dude, and we had an argument about that just the other day. I said, "You realize that every single time, and it's exhausting, and I'm done with it." But I said, "Do you realize that every single time I have came out in social media, it was because you were in social media roasting me even after we met?" Do you realize that? So he makes it seem like I just came on here and just started going in on him like a crazy person. I've never done that. 831 Shadows. I have never done that to that man. And then it turned into, let me help, let me embarrass Jamila. So the other day he tells me, I made the coal bin. I'm the head of the coal bin. I said, dude, look, I said, listen, hon, listen. You're not understanding. This is not a joke. So you know what? To go ahead and make things right, I think that he should pack his shit and move out of Georgia. That way, there will be a safe distance between the two of us because I don't want to run the risk of him ever coming by my house. Don't come by my house. He's talked bad about my house. My house is it's a nice character home. I love my home. There's love in this home. Oh, your house dirty and da 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 da. I'm like, look, that's because I've been taking your shit. All of his shit, he's been dumping it off on me. All of it. So I'm like, well, really all I gotta do is replace the carpet in the bedroom and paint in there. Oh, your house is crap. Yo, this is this, and that, this, and that. You don't act like a man that is used to having something. You are just acting like an a-hole, straight up and down. Who talks like that? It's like you're not even dealing with a real person. And so my stance on it is not going to change. I don't care how many people you have. So what? And his response is, I'm going to drop revenge porn on you. Grow up, you freaking child. Grow up. So basically, like the piece of dirt that he is, basically, that's equivalent to him saying, I'm going to traffic you. You're disgusting. You are a low lifed scumbag. I mean, it's just the truth. For you to send somebody through that kind of emotional roller coaster all the time, eh, you know, I said what I said. It's like he doesn't want me to assert myself. It's like he's trying to make me a slave. I will make sure that this dude gets locked up for many, many, many years because technically, the way that he hooked up with me, I technically did not consent. Um, I think after probably about the fourth year of him stalking me in social media, along with other things that they were doing, which can be considered domestic violence because I was being terrorized and harassed, even at my own home. Um, was I actually able, did I actually ever give him my consent to have sex with him? I'm wondering if the courts would look at the entire situation and not deem him as a rapist. What are you talking about? You're a friggin' rapist. You bugged me and ran me down in social media for years. What are you talking about? When I finally broke down to him and said, okay, I'll see you, he came over that same night. I was emotional. I was under duress. I gave him my consent sexually under duress, which meant that when I look back at it, I literally had sex with him just for survival. I wouldn't have never consented to him. I wouldn't have ever consented to any of those men in the black sector. Ew. The fact that after I met up with him, he behaved 10 times worse. And then you try to go around in social media and try to treat me like a whore or like I'm invaluable or like I'm this, and that. Dude, I can imagine that if I spoke to the courts and they looked over the evidence of the years and the years of stalking, along with other things that was happening to me within that sector, they would deem you as a rapist. You took advantage of me because I was under duress. And I had no family down here. I'm sitting up here trying to survive with my children, trying to. And dude, hey, let me tell you something. What makes you so disgusting is number one, that you went against God and God's wishes, because God is the one that led me down my spiritual path to do what I'm doing. Number two, number two, you you also took advantage of somebody. He's a rapist. My ex is a rapist, a con artist, a fraud. You got the audacity to actually expect me to feel bad. Dude, I know exactly what happened. Trust and believe that you can't change history. You can't change history, dude. It is what it is. You only proved how like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Bottom of the barrel. And he had the audacity to talk about my baby daddy. My baby daddy was a lot of things. He was not perfect, but the things that you did, like, you make him look like a puppy. You made a choice to do the things that you were doing. You had a choice. And he don't see that, people can't see that you got gout in your feet. Like, you are sick. You are very, very sick. We all saw your pedicure video. Them feet looking swollen, them ankles looking swollen. I ain't roasting you. I'm just keeping it a buck. Trying to act as if he's going to ruin my dreams or something. Dude, there's no fakery over here. And he's going to find out because I've been protecting my abuser because I've had like battered women syndrome or something. Emotional abuse can really, really touch a person. So, I will admit that I was conditioned to take that abuse. Not anymore. Not anymore. Yesterday was not the day for him to go through his little rigmarole. When I said it's like he doesn't want anybody to respect me. Dude, who respects you? Nobody respects you. Nobody actually respects you. You're just a puppet. You think people respect you as a man? You're a rapist, you're a con artist, you're a stalker, you're all of those things. And the few times that I've said that, literally I've been seeing him on a regular basis. He'll come over here listening to that sector, sitting there thinking, I don't want to listen to that sector, dude. Me and you ain't got nothing in common. Why would I want to sit there and listen to that sector? For what? What are you listening for? So there's no compatibility. I don't even have a good time when I'm with you. I hate being around you. That's the truth of the matter. Nobody wants to be around that sector. I'm sitting over here, got bills to pay, and this dude running around here looking like a complete idiot. And he played that same game. Oh, you gonna be homeless in a couple of months. Dude, let me tell you something. I bet you that curse that I put on you, I bet different. I am no longer taking it easy on that dude. And so this dude is so sick that he thinks that he has the power to make me homeless. What a complete idiot you are. What a complete idiot. Those people in that sector threatened him and his family. He was right back over there, buddy, buddy with them. All respect lost. I ain't got no respect for you. Why should I show you any respect? Why should I show you any respect when you don't even show respect, when you don't even have respect for yourself? And he'll say things like, none of them like you. Dude, like, it's a group of people. Okay, they don't like me. I said, well, I mean, do you not see that they don't like you either? Yeah, but they don't like you. They hate you. Uh, okay. Big red flag. Huge red flag. Huge. So at this point, like, um, I think that you need to put some distance there because he keeps doing stuff like that. He keeps trying to ruin my confidence. And I'm like, dude, half of the goddamn teeth in your mouth are gone. What are you talking about? So he doesn't want me to say anything. He just wants me to just kind of sit back and just be abused. What an idiot. I absolutely of course I despise my ex more than I despise Bum Dot, of course. But that's because I've met him and like you just a stupid idiot. And you want to come in my chat room trolling talking about he in love with so and so. Dude, you don't know what love is. You wouldn't know what love is if it walked up to you and slapped you in your face. So, and about a month ago, he was trying to front like he was gonna help me. I'm gonna help you, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. Dude, I don't want your help. Just go away. Why would I need your help? Help with what? So he creates the chaos in people's lives. He's very similar to a narcissist, but I would say he's more of a sociopath. Try to create an issue and then say he's going to do something about it. Dude, um, my clientele is still up there. I'm good. Your little shenanigans in social media can't ruin me. I don't work for a company. I am the boss of my own company. You don't have any say so. You don't give me advice. If I want to come on YouTube and respond to people that are stalking me, literally he tried to tell me, well, don't respond. I'm like, I need to let the community know that people call people to my house. Oh, well, I don't think you should respond. I'm like, you are a freaking idiot and you deserve to go to jail right along with all the rest of them. And I personally think that's what he wants so he can drop the soap on purpose. Anyway, I'm gonna finish watching this movie. It got Naomi Judd in it until I fall asleep. I'm gonna finish watching this. Yeah, my respect is gone for you, been gone. Your mental problem is that you're a sociopath. That's your mental problem. I was literally sitting here doing a reading yesterday. And he all of a sudden starts texting me, talking about, I see you made a couple of videos to the bum. Oh, I'm like, yeah, because he's been talking about me. Oh, yeah. Well, they gonna say that you want his attention. Who in the fuck is they? What are you talking about? So I wasn't even thinking about the situation. He pop up talking crazy, like, dude, just shut up. He always makes the situation worse than it is. So looks can be deceiving. You know, when he walks into the door, he looks like a decent person, but when you realize that you're dealing with a monster, Mike Mills is every bit of the monster that I accused him of being. When I first came across you in social media, I said you were a monster, and that's exactly what you are. And then you want to sit up here and try to make it look like I got all these problems. Do you the one that got the problem? Somebody give you an opportunity and you know you going to hell, right? Hey, let me tell you something, Mike Mills. Wearing a $5,000 crucifix with diamonds in it is not going to get you into heaven. You're going straight to hell. Trust me, I'll make sure of it. You are not going to have a good afterlife. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to kick in. It's going to kick in. Every bit of the crap that you try to put into my life is going to start happening to you on October the 1st. It's going to intensify right in October, right at the end of November, right at the end of September. Because I am no longer protecting you from my spirits no more. I'm going to let them have at you. He tries to undermine me, you know, almost like he defends. He's defending Bum Dot. It's like he's defending him or something, like they're in the same club together. Dude, just walk away. Seriously, you are like such a disappointment. And you know, he's a professional stalker. I can guarantee you that for the rest of this dude's life until the day that he dies, he's going to be sitting on Messenger talking to somebody about me because that's the closest that you're ever going to get to me ever again, except when I see you in court. Trust me, I got all the paperwork. I've got letters that I sent to Mike years ago before I even knew his name, before I met him. I have cease and desist letters. I have police reports. I didn't know his name at the time. So on the police reports, Mike Mills is actually on the police report. The name Mike Mills is on the police report. Hey, Miss Desire Independence. So, you know, and it just it's kind of like, dude, all of the evidence is there. And I hope I can get him on rape charges. I hope I can get him on rape charges because I couldn't have consented to him. I was going through a lot at that time. I was being stalked relentlessly by that sector as well as old friends of mine in that sector. You know, I was being stalked. So I never gave you my consent. You took advantage of a person that was being stalked. You took advantage of somebody that was emotional and you know just needed somebody, but you still should have never gotten my consent because guess what? If you hadn't have been stalking me, I would have never met you. Never. And that's the same thing is not going to happen for anybody else in that sector. I know for a fact that God has a higher meaning for me with this situation. Dude, God loves me. And you jacked up, you screwed up with me this time. And by the way, I don't go with the law of attraction. I go with will. My will is stronger than yours. You're the one that needs a bunch of people in a sector. He thinks that because that sector says all those things to him. Oh, Mike, you're this, you're that. No, you're a horrible person. You're a horrible person. Very horrible person. And that's what you are. You are the monster from here on out to me. And that's not going to change. Not ever. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. He'll be threatening me. Take that down. Take that down, or else I'm gonna drop revenge porn on you. I've got so many. You know what? The last time I seen him, he had over an hour of sex footage where he had been taking clips and bits and pieces. It had music behind it too. It's almost like a psychopath. He showed it to me. I was like, "What is this?" It was like a compilation of sex tapes of me and him. What a disgusting, perverted parasite you are. I think I need to go take a bath and put a cap full of bleach in my water. That's how disgusted I am by him. And people in the public should know. I don't care about none of that other stuff. If old boy Bum Doc keeps stalking me and harassing me in his shadow, I'm gonna end up putting him in jail. But Mike Mills is a monster that doesn't deserve any love or kindness. And the way that you treated a black woman, not the sex tapes, not the whole thing with the whole thing that everybody was shocked about. No, the way that you fronted on me publicly, you was lucky to ever meet up with me. I hate this man's guts. It will forever be peaceful hate for him. Very peaceful. I'm not angry. It's hatred. I hate you straight up and down. And you're going to get everything that you deserve.